Hello and welcome to week 3 of AC1520, Managerial Accounting and Decision Making. Remember that the contact information is up top here with the email address and the phone number. We also have office hours on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time at this number, and if you call into that number, then we can go into the screen share software as needed at that time. So this is not required time to go to, but it is time carved out. If you have questions at that time, would like to call in first, and then we can try to use some software to work problems if needed at that time. And of course, it is in a question and answer format, not really a lecture format, so be aware of that as you go into that. We're going to go into week 3, the current week that we are in. Scrolling down through week 3, we have, of course, the objectives. We have the topics. We've got the lessons. We're going to continue on chapter 22, the master budget, and then go into 23, flexible budget, spending most of our time on the master budget for a manufacturing company. One of the more complex master budgets because of that manufacturing process. The same things being applicable to many other budgets, but we'd basically be trimming it down. So we're kind of doing the most complicated type of budget, and then if we're in a company that doesn't have the most complicated type of budget, we can kind of trim it down and use the principles that are applicable. And then we have, of course, our links here, so you can watch the instructional videos, and then everything from the discussion forum on down is what, of course, we need to do within this time frame. Make sure to check everything off within Moodle Rooms. Although everything will be done, or a lot of stuff will be done in McGraw-Hill's Connect, not everything is listed in McGraw-Hill's Connect, so just you want to be in the habit of checking off the Moodle Rooms, because although most of the work is in McGraw-Hill's Connect, it will all be listed in Moodle Rooms. So this is the place where you want to go in and just say, okay, did I do that, did I do that, did I do that, and make sure that you check them off here. Starting off with the discussion forum. So the discussion forum, you're going to need 4 posts at least to pick up full credit. Most students are going to need more than 4 posts being the minimum. You do want to get full credit on the discussion forums. Remember, they're worth 21% of the grade. You want that 21% to work for you, not against you. And it's very possible to pick up that 21% by making sure to post at least 4 times. More than 4 times would be good. If you copy and paste anything from another website, from Google or something like that, that's okay. But to pick up full credit, you want to paraphrase it in your own words. And you also want to make sure that you reference it in order not to be plagiarizing. So make sure to reference it so that you're not plagiarizing. And then to pick up full credit on a particular post of that nature, I would then paraphrase it in your own words and or comment on it, write a critique of what you find. Remember, everything we find on Google is not going to be correct just because it's posted to the web. So an opinion as to whether you agree with what you found or not is good as well. So assignments, then we have everything else is basically in Connect. We have the assignments, we got the homework, we've got the quiz, all in Connect. So you want to check them off here, but they will be in Connect, so therefore we will go up to Connect up here. Alright, so we're in week 3 within Connect, so we have the familiar layout. We're going to have the Learn Smarts here. We got chapter 22, chapter 23. Remember, there's only like 25 questions, so once you complete the 25 questions, you are done, although you will be able to go back into it. Just remember that when you go back into it, you're basically practicing for the midterm at that point, which is good to do because these Learn Smarts are smaller type, multiple choice kind of formatted questions or smaller formatted questions, which line up fairly well to midterm type problems. So that would be good practice. Just make sure that you're aware that there's 23 and you're done after that as far as the homework assignment. So week 3 assignment 1, this of course is the larger problem, the longer problem, and the paperclip is connected to that. So this paperclip is going to help out with this problem. If you were to open this paperclip, you would then get an Excel document, Excel file. That Excel file would look like this. It's got the first tab with instructional videos to help out there. It's got the example tab, so you can use this as an example reference. And then it's got the worksheet. You're not required to do the worksheet, but it's good practice to do the worksheet, and it might help to calculate within the worksheet and then take these numbers and put them into McGraw-Hill's Connect. This is going to be a bit longer problem, so that's why there's only 1 this week, I would assume. So it is going to be a bit longer problem, so take your time and to go into this and have some time laid out for this. And I'm going to go back over to McGraw-Hill's Connect. And then, of course, you've got the midterm. Make sure to take the midterm by Sunday, you can't generally make up the quizzes unless there's an unusual circumstance, in which case you'd have to let me know, and we take that on a case-by-case basis. Therefore, time constraint comes up, then make sure to take the midterm, and then we do have more leeway on the homeworks as far as late work, although you could lose points for late work on those. Going to go back to Moodle Rooms here. We're going to scroll up to the grade book on the left-hand side, green icon. Within the grade book, remember that everything is due on Sunday. Each week, everything is due on Sunday. So, for example, week 2 is going to be due on Sunday. Then I have until Tuesday to update all the grades. So, late work for week 1 as well as week 2 work. So, anything done in week 2 should be updated by Tuesday following the close of week 2, which happens on Sunday. So, what happens on the discussion forum, that dash should change to 100% because everybody's shooting for 100. We have the assignment, same thing for the assignment. Same thing for the quiz. Whatever you got on the quiz should populate by that time. And same thing for the homework. Now, if, of course, you did not complete the homework 1, and then you did complete it in week 2, that also should populate from a 0 to whatever is there. Now, if you have any questions at Tuesday after that point, then let me know and let me know what's going on with that. Then, of course, within week 3, same thing. Any late work as well as any current work for week 3, done in week 3, due on Sunday. We would then have until Tuesday, following the close on Sunday, in which to populate the grades. You're going to want to go into here again at that point, double check the grades to make sure they're accurate to what you believe they should be because you're tracking it well, and then pick up any late work at that time. So anything that turns into a 0, if it hasn't been done, then do it. And that's going to be it for week 3, so have a great week 3.